Hello. So I really want to get into this, the dreams that you guys sent me. I have one for now that I'm going to get into, and then I might make a bit of a segment. I'll just go one dream at a time, and I would like these videos to be kind of short. So first I'm going to read the dream that someone called Rhymes Official sent me. And I'm just going to read it straight up what I've received in the email, and then talk to you about what things jump out at me. I found myself on a small wooden platform high up in the sky, and the setting was a rural area. The platform wasn't suspended or anything, but it was like it was attached to a radio tower or something. One of my cousins was up there with me, and we both had parachutes on. We were talking to each other, and my cousin said that we should jump. I was a little frightened and hesitant, but my cousin just leapt off, and I watched him descend down. After he jumped, I immediately decided to jump too, and when I did, it got really weird. I saw the landscape below me, and everything just accelerated. I had no concept of how far I was in relation to the ground, but I felt like I was hurling down really fast as I struggled to open up my parachute. Then all of a sudden, bam, I found myself inside of a different setting. I was inside of some sort of museum or something. I was really scared because I was trying to process if I had managed to live through the skydive or not. I see this man in front of me, and he turns on this TV and he shows me a video of me jumping off the platform and falling to my death. He reassured me that I had died because I was doubting it in the beginning. Anyway, that's when I got really scared and I woke up. What can you make of this? So there's a few things that stick out, I guess, to me. We haven't engaged in dialogue, Rhymes Official and I. So I didn't ask any questions about relevance. I'm just going to point at some things that I think could have relevance. The plummeting, obviously, the choice to do that is relevant, I think. I.e., you weren't being thrown off of a ledge. You actually willfully threw yourself down off of this tower or whatever, this really high up platform. So it was a conscious choice to make a leap for whatever reason, and it's unknown. It seems that in the dream that somebody else had an influence perhaps over your decision to make this choice, although I wouldn't say that it was all entirely based on that. It seems like perhaps you were inspired by somebody who made a leap so easily that it sparked the urge to do that for yourself. Now, what does that equal? Like, the plummeting towards something, having death be the bottom, having death be the landing point if your chute doesn't open, Death in dreams is interesting because it rarely is a prophetic message. More often than not, it's the psyche acknowledging an aspect of yourself that is old software that's dying off or being replaced or upgraded. And that seems to be alluded to in where you wound up, which was in the museum, which is where archaic items live, So, and that's where the dialogue is happening afterwards. There is an acknowledgement of the fact that, yes, you indeed died, and the conversation is happening in that space. So that's something to think about. Some things to consider, I guess. Have you moved through any changes, any big changes lately? Are you moving towards any big changes? Are you trying to create changes in your life right now? Shifts like job stuff, relationship stuff, all of that can be on the table as far as changes are concerned, and it seems like a pretty drastic change. The fear is normal, of course. The fear of one's own death, comes down to the fear of change, the fear of the unknown, the fear of a story coming to an end. Death is about letting go of the attachment to a particular story, a particular incarnation, releasing oneself of fear is a beautiful thing. And it looks like you did that when you threw yourself off of the platform. And often while we're falling into the unknown, it's really rich with holy shit. It's really rich with holy shit. Am I making the right choice? Well, there's no going back now, man. Like, there's no going back now. This is quite a serious choice that you made. And it's not about whether or not you made the right choice. Even it doesn't even seem like you're questioning that in your dream. So yeah, the fear is normal. The fear of a new chapter is normal. Who knows what it's going to look like, but it's exciting. Wasn't there some element of excitement going on while you were falling? Was it only fear? Or was there something else? Because I've jumped out of a plane before. I know what that feels like. There's fear, yeah, of course, but there's also an awe, like an overwhelming, oh, wow. There's just this extreme sense of clarity that comes over you. There's this bigger picture that we are given, this broader perspective that we are able to access from having such a high up vantage point. So, amazing. Good for you. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear about what happens. I don't know how old this dream was. I didn't ask. Maybe the next time I do this, I'll prod a little bit, but those are just some thoughts that I had around this dream in particular. It's not an analysis of any kind. It's mostly just some speculations and some thoughts on things with the hopes of perhaps inspiring more questions and more wonderings about what this could mean for you. So I guess the dream title is going to be called, what is it called? Waking Up Dead. So that's what we'll call it, Waking Up Dead. And that title itself is really interesting because waking up contradicts the deadness, so it also suggests that there is something beyond death. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you for your submission, and I look forward to continuing this. It's pretty fun and interesting. Yeah, please continue to submit your dreams to me. The email is dreamwalkersociety@gmail.com. I will include that in the description of this video. Basically, the instruction, I'll reiterate, you want to submit your dream in, I would prefer if you submit it in first person, like present, assuming it's in first person. It would be nice if you just said it as though it was happening right now, rather than it happened in the past. So I'm in a jungle, I'm navigating myself through the trees, just talk about it like it's right now. It'll help you pull it out with more clarity, and it will flow better for me when telling it too. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for now. Thank you. I'm sorry it took so long to get this out, and I'm gonna keep doing these. So I appreciate again your subscribing and your questions and your engagement. That's super awesome, and looking forward to new chapters. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.